My name is Mia Broadway, and I'm a senior sports administration major at Georgia State University. I currently work as an outside manager at Springfield Golf and Country Club. Most of what I do is making sure that the course and range are prepared for members as they arrive. Today, I will show you through a day in the life of sports operations by showing some of my tasks. First, I get started by brushing my teeth and washing my face. So, I use a gentle cleanser. And then I follow that with some face moisturizer as well as some sunscreen. So I switch from my PJs to my work uniform, which includes the polo and the jacket. Now I'm finishing up my commute, and if you see to the left, you'll see the clubhouse and a little bit of the course right before I make my left turn into where the big sign says Springfield Golf and Country Club. Here's another view of that clubhouse building. That is where I'll go in to clock in and out, order food, pretty much all the administrative aspects. And then I drove down all the way to the bottom lot where they like employees to park and make my right turn into a space. So I head downstairs so I can clock in and get paid for the hours that I will be working today for this shift. It should be about 6 hours. I come inside the cart barn so I can grab a walkie-talkie. It's important for the walkie-talkie to be on channel 2 so we can communicate with one another. Next, I review the T-sheet. Here, I'm looking for any bags that still need to be pulled and which people use push carts and what time they're coming.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys how we fold the towels. So first, this is how we fold the towels when they're just going into the cart. So you're going to go, I guess that's the way, and then fold it over and over again. It's really simple. And you stack it in our pile of 10. And the other way is what we do for the towels at the range. And so you want to start like this again. You're going to take the top left corner and make a triangle, kind of like an airplane style. And then you want to fold this part over. Hello.
I just want to get a couple of clips.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay. Then you flip it. Fold this part up about like halfway. And then you want to roll it really tight. Okay. And then you want to take this little loose piece and tuck it in. And then we add it to our pyramid. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we clean the ball washer. And it does what it says. It washes the range balls. So you have to unplug this so you can be able to fold it up. At least I think you can. So if you come and see that it's very dirty at the bottom, and so we're gonna clean that up. Alright, so grab my bucket of hot water. Now pour some in there. And the drain is open at the bottom. And I'll tilt it so the rest of the water can come out. Okay, so I grabbed my first towel, and I'll tilt it again and like soak up whatever water couldn't drain out. Scoop. Okay, see that's what it looks like, very filthy. Okay. Now I'll grab a new towel, and we'll just wipe the inside of it out. Okay, so once you can see the bottom and how it's gray, I just poured some more water in to flush like the last bit of dirt out. And then it runs clear. So now that it's clean, we're gonna close the drain. Make sure it's all the way closed. And we're gonna take our bucket of water again. And this time it's not gonna fall out the bottom. It's gonna fall all the way up. Alright. So we'll close this back. You don't have balls. This is where the balls are going to fall out from. Switch. And that's how you use the ball washer.
So this is how we clean the carts. We grab our hose and our bucket with soapy water. You want to take your hose and spray down every tire as well as the floorboard of the golf cart. Then you take that bucket of soapy water and your brush and you want to scrub down the floorboard, the gas and brake pedals, and just the sides of the boards right before it gets to the cup holders. It is very important that each golf cart is stocked with 8 tees, 2 towels, 1 pencil, and 1 scorecard. Once it's stocked, I back the cart into the cart barn, and you'll see me trying to maneuver through the space as well as pillars and other carts as I go to park it. Now it's time to plug in the charger, so it's important that each charger goes through the windshield and through the steering wheel, and then you want to plug it in where it's facing the correct way. If you look closely, you'll see that the club has a little dirt on it, so we're going to dip it and then turn on our machine so that it spins to clean it, and once we cut it off, you will see that it no longer has dirt. The name tag says E2. So we are going to go down the line and find E. And so once we are there, we're going to pull it open and walk down. 2 is on the top right. So we'll walk over, locate his name. That was Kavanaugh. And then I will lift the bag up and fit it into the slot.
Hey guys, this is my site supervisor, Casey, and he's going to tell you guys what he does for this organization.
Hello, yes, I'm Casey. I am the head golf professional. So I do a little bit of everything. As my old boss used to say, PGA stands for pretty good at anything. It's a lot of just managing staff, managing, I guess, like the golf cart fleet, pace of play, enforcing, I guess, club rules, hiring staff, running tournaments, teaching clinics, giving some lessons. So few different things. Yeah.
He does it all. Thanks, Casey.
So now it's time to close. So I'm going to start by dumping out any soapy water or water that's left in our buckets. And then I will proceed to wrap the hose right after. Next, I go grab the starter stand from hole 1. So you'll see me walking over to hole 1, and then I'm going to push that stand back into the cart barn. Once that is done, I will cut off the outside lights. followed by cutting off the inside lights. I'll close the door to our bag storage room and lock it. And then I will come and close our cart barn door and lock that as well. And that is the last step before it's time to go. So I will clock out usually and head to my car. So I wanted to share my thoughts on how my workday went. And even though those clips were taking over several shifts, that is what I do pretty much every single day. So I would say where most of those clips were taken, something that went well was that it wasn't busy. That's why I was able to get as much content as I could. And I feel like those days in particular, I was able to close on time and get out of there on time. I would say some challenges is still working alone. That was earlier into my work days. So I was still kind of being trained, kind of still learning how to do certain things. I would say that this internship has made me realize that working in operations is a lot of hard work. While I enjoy operations, I may want to transition to a role that may be inside or more so tailored to event management and planning rather than like those hands-on tasks. I would say this is not my dream job. I would definitely say if I were to stay in golf, like I would definitely be looking to work with the PGA or the USGA and just continuing to grow and reach that potential. But since starting the internship, I have definitely made like the connections to make that possible. And I actually will be working with USGA this summer.